I received a new BRP today, and when I checked the expiry date, it expires on the 31st December 2024. I was like, what is happening? Is it that they've made a mistake on this card? Because I know that I've applied for a 3-year visa, and should my BRP expire, it should be somewhere in 2027. So how come it's now December 2024, which is less than 1 year? I was wondering. So I decided to find out what the issue was, and I got to discover that the UK is preparing to go on an e-visa.
The UK border and immigration system is becoming digital. If you have a physical document, the way you prove your immigration status will change.
Now the question is, what is an e-visa? I've made a bit of research about it. I'm going to talk about it in this video. So if you are a BRP holder, then this video is specifically for you. Right, welcome back. My name is Stakwajma. You can simply call me Kobby. In as much as I talk about the e-visa in this video, we'll be looking at as to whether it is important to have one for yourself, and if it is, how do you even get one? So these are the few bits and pieces you'll be looking at in this video. As part of my inquiry, I had no other place to go than the UK government's website, and then when I got there, I found an update which was published on the 17th of April 2024. So I'm going to read and then we elaborate on it. Okay, so it says that UK visas and immigration are developing a digital immigration system. This means you are replacing physical documents with an online record of your immigration status. This is known as eVisa. What this means is that with the eVisa, if you want to prove your immigration status to an employer or to your landlord, you don't have to provide a scanned copy of your BRP. All you'd have to do is log into your UKVI account and then get a shared code which you can supply to your employer or your landlord. So what they've said is that the documents that are being replaced are, first of all, your biometric residence permit. If you have one of these cards I have in my hand, it would be replaced. And then biometric residence cards, which is BRC. Passport endorsements such as indefinite leave to enter with ink stamps. Vignette stickers in passports such as entry clearance or visa vignette. All these stamps will be replaced with the e-visa. So in simple terms, the e-visa is just an online record of your immigration status. So you can call it online immigration status. So all in all, we didn't have to hold this card to prove your immigration status. The very question you're asking yourself is that when is this e-visa starting? So when I look on my BRP, the expiry date is 31st December 2024. The UK government's website confirms that the e-visa will start coming into place right after 31st December 2024. And that is why the expiry date on my new BRP is 31st December 2024. What this means is that after this date, I wouldn't have to scan my BRP to prove my immigration status to landlords or employers. Now the very question you're asking yourself is, how do I get the e-visa? I'm going to read a bit of information on the UK government's website to teach you how to go about this process. If you have a biometric residence permit that expires on 31st December 2024, it will tell you how to create a UKVI account and access your e-visa before the expiry date of your BRP. So looking at me, my BRP expires on the 31st December 2024. So from this time till 31st December 2024, the UKVI should send me an email telling me how to go through this process. So what this means is that before this set date, I should have created my UKVI account and then gotten hold of my e-visa. So the general idea here is that before 31st December 2024, UKVI will send you an email signifying how you can go through this process to create your e-visa. So you start with creating a UKVI account. And if you have recently created a UKVI account, you don't need to do that any longer. But if you haven't, to receive a message from the UKVI telling you how to go through this process, you'll be sent a link specifically to create a UKVI account. So what they've said is that if you already have been contacted to create an account, either by email or in a decision letter, you can now follow the instructions we sent to create a UKVI account. So as I said, if you receive an email, they'll tell you how to create a UKVI account. It's not very difficult. All you need to do is to tell them what document you would use, whether it's your BRP, whether it's your passport, and you choose a site. And then right after that, they'll ask you to download the UKVI ID app. It's just an app to help you scan your documents, the document you are using for the account creation. Okay, so I'll take you through all that as the time surges on. So what they've said is that if you have not yet been contacted about creating an account, you will be able to create your account and access your e-visa later in 2024. So just exercise patience. I know some people have received messages telling them that you can create their eVisa. But if you haven't, just take your time. Don't think you have been forgotten. And I also advise that check your emails regularly, especially your spam folder, to make sure that you have received an email from UKVI. Okay, if you have permission to stay in the UK, once you've created your UKVI account, you'll be able to sign into the view and then proof service to access your eVisa. The only physical document you may need after the eVisa has been introduced is your passport. Okay, but if you are traveling outside the UK, you don't need to hold your biometric residence permit. This will be out of date. All you need to do is to just make sure that the details on your UKVI account is well established, because that will be checked, and basically it's online thing. So I think it's a step in the right direction, because I remember when I came in here, I was very scared, especially when I'm going out and I don't have my BRP at hand. I feel like I'll be stopped by the police and then they'll ask me to prove my, permission to stay in the UK. So anytime I'm going out, I have my small bag with me with my BRP in it, hoping that when I'm asked, I can show it. But now that everything is going online, I think it's much easier. All you need to do is to go to your UKVI account and get a share code for whoever wants to access your immigration status. So it's very simple. So I think this is very good, because at least you wouldn't bother losing your BRP card, because there are some people who have lost their BRP card and then they are wondering. It becomes a big headache for them. Okay, so you didn't have to bother about losing your BRP card. You didn't have to bother about scanning your BRP cards to employers and landlords to check your immigration status and stuff. Thank you very much for watching me up to this point. If this video has been very helpful, please don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.